Shutdown, where the standoff between police and residents is currently continuing. For more on the story, let's cross live to our reporter Lopang Alamu, who is in Westbury. Lopang, what's the latest in Westbury this morning?
Well, of course, the situation here in Westbury continues to worsen. I'm just going to move out of shot quickly so you can see just down the road. It seems as though the protesters were trying to attack the Rea Vaya bus and the ambulance that is just in front of you in the visuals. What I need to make a note of is the fact that the Rahima Musa Mother and Child Hospital is literally just where all the action is taking place. So you can imagine what this does to patients and to the health workers who need to get the job done. The ambulances that have to access the hospital, bringing patients in, bringing patients out for those who have to go and be transferred to other hospitals. So it's a very, very dangerous situation here whereby healthcare workers, one that I've spoken to, an ambulance driver, who says it's very difficult for him to access the road here because of the protesters. But I will ask my colleague Strelo to pan a little bit towards his right, where you see the road down there where they have started to regroup once again. What you see in front of you right now is what the fire that the protesters have started. You can see all these stones here on the road that were pelted towards the police, that are continuing to be pelted towards us as well. So it's a very difficult situation here. We always have to stay vigilant because this is exactly the order of the day since morning here, since the early mornings, rather, since 5 a.m., where the residents say they will not stop protesting until the police minister Bheki comes to visit them. Of course, right now we have to move out of this danger zone as the protesters continue to pelt stones at us. The police warning us to move a little bit from where they are right now. As you can see, another stone being thrown towards another colleague of ours. So this has been the order of the day, really. Children, you'll see now, glasses being thrown towards the police. Of course, a lot of these residents here saying they're you can see right in front of you, a geyser was broken, and also the owner of the house saying that he does not understand why they continue to damage property. So here it seems as though there's a clash of some protesters who say that who say stones should not be thrown towards the police, but the majority remain aggressive and say no, they will protect themselves as the police are using rubber bullets. But of course, speaking to the police spokesperson Kema Kubele here a little bit earlier on, saying the only reason they use these rubber bullets is the fact that the protesters are pelting stones and throwing bottles towards them also. But visuals we saw a little bit earlier on is that police were almost injured when a petrol bomb was thrown into an inyala here that caught fire a little bit earlier on. We saw one police officer's leg had almost caught fire as well, where he had to take off his uniform accessories a little bit quickly in case they caught fire. But that is the situation here in Westbury. The main road remains closed. No vehicles are allowed to pass here because the motorists will then endanger their lives. Of course, we know that Metro Police officials from the JMPD headquarters have been deployed to the scene, and also the police from the Sophia Town Police Station have also been deployed. But for now, it is indeed back to you in studio.
Lopang, have you heard anything about the possibility that the Rahima Musa Mother and Child Facility could be moving their patients to other facilities?
Well, at this point, no mention has been made of the patients being moved. But as I did mention earlier, it's a bit difficult for the ambulances